Motivation sucks. I said what I said. And here's why. Motivation is what sets your alarm clock. It's not what gets you out of bed. Motivation laces up your running shoes. It's not what opens the door. Motivation's what turns your iPod or music on, whatever you listen to. But it's not what keeps you moving. Quite frankly, motivation doesn't do a damn thing for you. But there's one thing that does it. One thing that keeps you moving towards your goal at all times. And that one thing comes after motivation. It's quite simple. That one thing is dedication. That's right. Dedication. Dedication is what keeps you moving towards your goal. Dedication is what makes that goal possible. If all you ever do is get motivated, you follow people on Instagram, you see them doing something, and you go, man, I gotta do that. Great. But why? Without dedication, that motivation didn't do anything for you. Got you moving once. But is it gonna keep you going tomorrow? No. Why? Because motivation requires constant maintenance. You always need somebody pushing you, behind you, helping you, somebody inspiring you to continue on. You always need music. You always need followers. You need likes. You need constant approval from peers when you have motivation. That's great, but it's not going to get you to that goal. You got to find dedication. You wake up in the morning, you head to the door, you're ready to run. You look outside and rain's coming down. Change your workout. Go back inside. Maybe you pull the treadmill out. Do some push-ups and sit-ups instead, but you don't get those miles in because, damn it, if it isn't cold and wet outside. Dedication would have walked out the door. Might have grabbed an extra jacket. Dedication would have finished those miles regardless. That minor inconvenience, that wouldn't have set you back. But when you're motivated, and motivated only, that's what happens. And that's why you stay in that constant loop. You've got to find something big enough you can be dedicated to it. A new you, dedication to a new, better life. That's what you got to find. Motivation is fueled by the ego. Dedication is what happens when all that stuff that feeds your ego is gone. What do I mean by that? Say you go to a gym with a bunch of other people. You hit a PR. Everybody cheers for you and they're excited. It boosts your ego. You feel good. You're motivated to do it again. Maybe you get a bunch of likes on your workout you did in the morning. People commenting, great job, way to go. That's all good stuff. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm not saying people shouldn't cheer you on. What I'm trying to explain to you is the difference between motivation and dedication. When people are cheering you on, watching you, and you thrive off the energy of people seeing what you're doing, it's feeding your ego. That's motivation. Dedication is what happens in the background when nobody's watching, when nobody cares anymore, when nobody really gives a shit. That's when you find out whether or not you can be dedicated to what you're doing. It's those moments when you're outside super early in the morning, there's nobody watching. Do you continue hard enough to push yourself? Or do you just kind of get it done so you can post it to the Instagram? When you go to the gym and it's empty, you keep pushing? Or do you just do enough to feel like you accomplished something and go home? If your effort changes based on people around you, you're motivated. You're not dedicated yet. Dedication changes things. And let's talk about this in the sense of problems going on right now. COVID shut the gyms down. It's done it a couple times, at least where I'm at. Now, someone who's just motivated to go to the gym every day changes their workout. Maybe they don't work out at all. Maybe they hardly do anything because they've got an excuse now. Gym's closed. What do I do? You don't need any equipment. I don't need this squat rack. I don't need my punching bag. I don't need my treadmill. I don't need weights. I can do everything I need to do with body weight exercises. Motivation goes away when you find an excuse out. Dedication finds a way when there's an inconvenience. Dedication gets you to do those push-ups till your chest is on fire. Dedication gets you to do those sit-ups until you can't possibly do one more. That's the difference between motivated and dedicated. And what I'd like you to be dedicated to a better you. I'm not here trying to motivate people because I don't like the idea of just motivating people. I want to inspire you to find something to be dedicated to. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're dedicated to going on bike rides. I don't care if you're dedicated to hiking. Maybe it's hunting. Maybe you want to get better at hunting. Maybe you want to run. Maybe you want to coach your kids' little league. Whatever it is, whatever gets you going and you can be dedicated to being the best possible version of yourself you can. That's what I'm looking to do. So, get out there. Figure out what it is that you're going to dedicate yourself to. And get rid of the idea that motivation is somehow going to make you change. Without the dedication, you're just going to keep following that same loop. That's why you're looping over and over. That's why you come back to the same spot every time. You've got to find something to dedicate yourself to. A better version of you is just on the other side of that. Figure it out. And never forget, you make the rules.